Hello friends, welcome to Real Soccer. My name is Delali Frank and this is News Daily where I serve you with all the major trending news in the last few hours. In today's edition, we're going to preview the UEFA Champions League match day 2 and also review the UEFA Champions League match day 3 that is going to happen early on today. But before we go into today's video, there are some people that have to give them shout outs. Some two people have been loyal fans of this channel and they've been going together with us. The first person is Benjamin Frimpong. A big shout out, a big loser to Benjamin Frimpong, and then Ebenezer Entry for leaving a comment under the post. As I promised, every day and every video that I do, I'm going to give you some few people shout out. So if you want to hear your name on this channel, just say hello in the comment section. Just let me know what you think about these topics that I'm going to discuss, and then definitely I'm going to mention your name in my next video. But without wasting much time, let's get straight into today's video. So match day 2 of the UEFA Champions League happened earlier on Tuesday. It was an interesting game, obviously. I think it was a game where there was pretty much a lot of away wins in this particular Champions League. Some few home teams managed to pick some good points, but in some way, I think the away team surprised everybody. Basically, some few shocks happened. United lost, as always. Bayern Munich nearly came from behind to get some few wins, to get a win, and then Real Madrid successfully also managed to win. Arsenal, away from home, lost their game to Lens. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about every game into details, but this is just a brush of how the games went. So we're going to start with the first game, which is Arsenal against Leeds against Arsenal. Yeah, that's how we should see it, because we played at home, and then Arsenal traveled all the way from England to go to France to play. These are debutants in the Champions League, but they are not playing as such. It was an interesting game where Arsenal managed to get to the first early goal, and they scored in the opening minutes of 15 minutes, and Leeds literally were down when the young guys remained composed and snatched the lead towards Pep Gabriel Jesus strike. A brilliant goal from Gabriel Jesus gave Arsenal the lead. At that point, it looked as if Arsenal were in the process of going to dominate that game, because if you start a game and you score as early as the 15th minutes, obviously it means that you are, you know what I mean, you are closer to winning. Like you go win the thing, that you see. But a lot of things changed in the process, and then quickly the home side were brought back to their feet when they managed to score an equalizer in the 25th minute, somewhere around the 25th minutes, and then Thomason managed to score the equalizer, and Thomason managed to score an equalizer for Lens, and it was just, I think at that point, Arsenal could tell that it's going to be a tough game for them. They tried everything possible to turn things around, but they couldn't. And then Lens managed to score another one to complete the comeback, when the young sensation is basically one of the hottest players in Europe football at this moment. Hottest young man plays some brilliant football, top level talent, top level striker, bossing every game that he plays. He managed to score a brilliant goal. I'm talking about the striker in the person of Aywahi. Aywahi scored a brilliant goal, and then Arsenal were down. At that point, Arsenal did everything possible to make sure they get the win, but unfortunately, Zaha, after the first half, picked up an injury and was forced to be substituted. When it got to that point, it was obvious that Arsenal were going to struggle, because you are playing in this game, you need every player to be on their feet, you need all the best players to be ready to play and help you compete. But if Saka, who happens to be Arsenal's most consistent player this season and perhaps last season, if he gets injured, obviously means that it's going to be a tough game. So Arsenal lost that 2-1 in a game where some of their fans thought they would be able to go and at least get some few good points. But unfortunately, Arsenal lost 2-1 against Leeds. In that same game, Ghanaian midfielder Abdulsalah Samit lasted the entire duration, was very brilliant in the game, and after that came on social media to post that we are Lens. I think the young man is enjoying his day in Lens. He was Thomas Partey was a new substitute at the bench for Arsenal, and we were able to see him play, because deciding for me, I brought you an appetite coming from Egypt, but we said no way, he's going to learn to play. Let's talk about another England team, which is the Old Trafford. United played against Galatasaray in a game where United fans thought that at least we won here, they were going to win. Even the bookings and everything shows pointed in the direction of Manchester United. They thought they were going to have a good game, they thought they were going to win. And as a matter of fact, it looked like that when Holland scored the first goal when he connected a good cross from Rashford. The striker balls that particular game. So the Red Devils found just the start they were looking for when newcomer Rasmus Haaland darted into the box before heading home the opening goal for the game. The celebration were cut short, however, only 4 minutes later, when former Manchester United man Wilfred Zaha came back to pound the Old Trafford crowd, leveling the score with a deflected goal from close range. See, if you are watching this goal, you'll be angry. Dalot, I don't know what he was doing. Is it Dalot or Dalot? I don't know what he was doing. He just basically gave him the chance to control the ball. Couldn't hustle him well as a defender. You allow a striker to hustle you all the way to deflect a shot to you to score. And seriously, I couldn't do anything about it. But this is what happened. Haaland once again became United's savior in the second half when he flipped a defense. When the defense allowed him to go behind them, and the young man scored a brilliant goal. That goal was beautiful. Proper striking goal. He picked the ball all the way from the halfway to a counter break, took everybody on, and chipped the goalkeeper. In that same game, Marcus Rashford had a similar chance, but missed it. And that boy proved that he's a brilliant player. However, Galatasaray pulled one again and made the game 2-2. At that point, it was going to be a tough game. It looks as if at that point it was obvious that the game was heading towards a draw. And then Onana happened. Onana, a brilliant goalkeeper, I believe, but I don't know, he lost concentration in the process of the game and gives some few things away. Onana happened when I say Onana happened, I mean he made an error. Onana, instead of clearing the ball, decided to give Casemiro a pass. Casemiro couldn't arrive there on time, and then he committed a penalty. He brought Jude Bellingham down the box. He was on a red card. He was out of the game. Icardi stood up and missed the penalty. So Icardi missed the penalty, but later made amends and scored in 81 minutes to give Galatasaray a lead at the Old Trafford. Can you imagine? United losing the Champions League game at the Old Trafford. At this point, United sits comfortably at the bottom of their group, which is not something that they will be happy with. Let's talk about another game. Another game that was, you look at the scoreline, you think it was an exciting game, but personally, I think it was a bit boring. I'm talking about Real Madrid's game against Napoli. So Napoli was playing at home, but Real Madrid traveled all the way to Italy to get a 3-2 win. The home crowd was brought to their feet inside 20 minutes when Kepa allowed the Odegaard to dash in and head home Napoli's winner, putting an injury Real Madrid in the whole leg. Kepa as usual. Kepa struggles with area balls, and that's not true. Like he jumped, he went in to clear a corner and then a cross, and then he failed to do it. The ball goes past him, and Napoli managed to score the first goal. However, the fortunes returned to Real Madrid's side as always when Vinicius Jr. took advantage of some few defending blunder and scored a goal. Apart from that, a young man who plays football like a 28-year-old man, I'm talking about Jude Bellingham, he picked the ball, took on everybody that came his way and scored a brilliant goal. Jude is a special talent. He scored a goal to give Real Madrid the lead, which at that point was 3-1. At that point was 2-1. And then after the break, Napoli came back into the game through Zielinski to level it and make it 2-2. It looks as if it was going to be a 2-2, and then Real Madrid scored a brilliant goal through Federico Valverde. See, the shots the guy hits, bro. The guy hits the ball like he's going to destroy. Like he hits the ball with some power that I believe he's a special. Like he knows how to hit the ball. You know, he hits the ball like a ball with a lot of power. And Real Madrid managed to win by 3 goals to 2 as usual. Those guys, no matter how bad the team is, they know how to grind results and win the game. We nearly saw a shock, which was Copenhagen versus Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich traveled to Copenhagen, and the game nearly brought Bayern Munich down. Because in as much as they were dominating possession, they struggled to score a goal and get a good chance against Copenhagen. There was a shock in the second half, however, when Copenhagen snatched the lead through Lucas Leranga to set the home crowd alight. When Bayern Munich were down in the second half, but Bayern Munich will not lie down for their host, however, and they reclaimed priority a few minutes later through Jamal Musiala, young talent, one of the young players who is always showing up. The Bundesliga giant completed a dramatic turnaround when Matiatel kept off a Bayern counter-attack to wrap up the win for the visitors. That makes me lose this game actually. And in as much as they were dominating play, it was struggling. It looks as if Bayern Munich are still trying to put themselves together, but they're hoping that they are able to. In this stage, his team struggle. Another result is also Inter managing to beat Benfica by 1-0. It was Benfica who created the biggest chance of the first half, but a volume effort from Frederick Onas was palmed wide by Jan Sama. Finally, the deadlock was broken after the break when Damsil Downfires picked out Marcus Thuram, who side-footed home to snatch the lead for Inter. Benfica did little threatening a turnaround in the dying minutes, and Inter perhaps should have pushed the game to bed with a couple of big chances of their own. The group season Inter moved into the second place in Group G after 2 rounds. Other results include Union Berlin losing to Braga by 3-2. This game was a dramatic game. The game looked as if it was going to an end, and then things turned around. Last minute they considered a goal. Red Bull Salzburg, RB Salzburg lost to Real Sociedad by 2-0. I think a lot of basically away wins were very dominant. So quick recap again. This beats Arsenal by 2-1. United lost to Galatasaray by 3-2. And then Napoli also lost to Real Madrid by 3-2. Copenhagen lost to Bayern Munich by 2-1. PSV and Sevilla was 2-2 draw. Inter beat Benfica by 1-0. Union Berlin lost to Braga by 3-2. And then RB Leipzig versus Real Sociedad ended 2-0 in favor of RB Leipzig. Today there's going to be some matches as well. Atletico Madrid will play against Feyenoord. Borussia Dortmund will be playing against Inter Milan at home. Newcastle will be returning to the Champions League at home after being away for far too long against PSG in a 12 game. And then Manchester City will be playing against Leipzig as well. It's going to be an interesting game, so let me know your predictions in these games. But my name is Elali Frank, as usual. Until we meet again, bye bye for now.